what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Fangoria challenge. And the movie Jason and I watched this time is fairly significant, since a character from the film is prominent on the cover of this book. We watched The Lair of the White Worm. The Lair of the White Worm is a 1988 horror film, directed by Ken Russell. He also wrote the screenplay, based on the novel by Bram Stoker. And, as you can see, according to Fangoria, it's one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. I mean, they must really like this one, based on the cover. Here's the thing, though. This is one of those movies that needs to be seen to be believed. This was a first-time watch for me, and I'm still recovering from it. It's best to watch this one knowing as little as possible, so I'll just give a vague synopsis. The Lair of the White Worm was filmed on location in England. Sisters Eve and Mary Trent welcome an archaeologist to their farmland. Angus, the archaeologist, uncovers a large skull. It is uncertain what type of creature the skull once belonged to. Angus also uncovers a mosaic of a religious symbol under the skull. We learn that a pagan temple once stood on that land, and then, after it was torn down, a convent was built over it. A year earlier, Eve and Mary's parents went missing, but recently a watch belonging to their father was found. When Lady Sylvia Marsh returns to her nearby mansion after an excursion away from home, strange things begin happening in the area. First, the skull that Angus found goes missing. Then, others in the area are plagued by unseasonal snake bites. When Eve touches a cross covered in a strange venom, she begins having vivid hallucinations. Unbeknownst to her at the time, she may soon be a virgin sacrifice to a pagan snake god. As for Hugh Grant, who's featured prominently here on this DVD cover, he's the lord of a nearby manor. He, along with Angus and the Trent sisters, must destroy the pagan evil before the second coming of the snake god. If this all sounds complex, that's because it is. So much for that vague synopsis, I guess. Truthfully though, it's not a confusing movie while you're watching it. The only thing you might find yourself confused about is the tone, because The Lair of the White Worm is actually a horror comedy. It's British humor, though. It's very dark. Don't get me wrong, The Lair of the White Worm definitely qualifies as horror. There are just some wacky moments. It's bizarre. It really is. But it's a lot of fun. There is some nudity, and that's almost always a good thing. And it's cool seeing Hugh Grant in such an early role. The story is definitely creative, but it's very different from Bram Stoker's other horror, like Dracula. Different yet similar. Trust me. Check it out and you'll see what I mean. Because of the strange tone of this one, I had no idea what to recommend, so I decided to go with The Fearless Vampire Killers, or Pardon Me, But Your Teeth Are in My Neck. This is a 1967 horror comedy vampire film. It was directed by Roman Polanski and stars the late Sharon Tate. This, like The Lair of the White Worm, is a very fun movie. And it specifically features British humor. Have you seen The Lair of the White Worm? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And please be sure to check out Jason's review. What will we watch next in the Fangoria challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.